care, know a little bit about biology. I don't know a lot. Okay. I'm not like a biology major. I'm definitely not a biology teacher, any of that. But I know that when you feel really, really, really happy, that your body releases endorphins and other chemicals. And I know that. That I know. That I know. So with that being said, my body yesterday. Now I put this back on because it was just easy to put on. I couldn't do this live with what I actually had on. You know, I'm in the house. When I come in the house, it comes out. It comes off. I only kept on my bra because I was talking to my sister video time. So this, I got some maple syrup. I made me some really, really delicious French toast. I'm gonna check out my French toast. Check out my French toast. Yeah. I see that French toast. You see that French toast? Some of them is lighter than the other ones, but they're all scrumptious, delumptious, and delicious. And now we're gonna put some organic maple syrup, and then I got a turkey burger over there that's percolated. And part two of me not being a phone. I don't know what's happening, but I know it's some really good stuff in the air. But I had a reality check for myself today. I had a reality check for myself today. And my reality check for myself today, I'm about to cut these up. Was that I said I wanted to try something? I don't know if I really want to try. I don't know if I want to. I think I was open. I still am open to it, you know. I just like, I met an individual who I just really feel like they're the bomb of the bomb. And so it inspires me to try new things, you know. But why I said to check myself is because today, right, I went into a space. I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good here. Like, it smells really good in this space. And then, in the midst of me saying it smells good, my mind was like, did they spray something? Like, why would they spray something? Or like, and this is all me. It's all me. All my inner thoughts, right? Why would they spray something? Right? And then I get home. And I'm like, oh my God, I still smell the smell. Guess what the nice smell was, people? The freaking nice smell was me. It was me. So I got a gift, and I have fragrances that I'm not too familiar with. So it's not like I'm used to smelling these smells or wearing these smells. And then I mixed them together. So they made this combination, which is quite delightful. But I didn't even realize it was me. I didn't realize the aroma was freaking me at all. I thought, like, oh, it was a spray. I honestly thought it was a spray. Ooh. Hold up. Y'all gotta get into this lunch real quick. This burger, I'm complaining that it's done. You gotta get into this lunch real quick. Look at this lunch, people. Look at this lunch. Look at all of that good old French toast, fresh French toast made with. Let me show you the eggs. You know? Now the bread wasn't the best bread of bread, but let me show you. The eggs were top tier, baby. Top tier egglands, best free range eggs, brown. That's what I made those French toast with. What I have discovered in life is that you can do the things that you enjoy in healthier ways. Like I have some regular corn syrup, but look at that. Why do regular when I could do better? That whole part right there. Let's turn off the fan so you can hear me a little clearer. Just that turkey burger was that turkey burger. I love that turkey burger too. That turkey burger got some cheese in it. It's gonna give me a nice salty. Thank you. Nice salty protein dipped in some maple syrup. Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, this one has some juice. This is good. This is my first meal. Like, I don't know. These some other endorphins, okay? These other endorphins. I don't know what these endorphins is. I was in here in La La Land screaming. Dancing around the house. And just no appetite at all. Like, I don't know where it was. It wasn't there. And then I tried to sleep. That didn't happen either. And so I just listened to some old school 90s slow jams and shit. Oh, it just made it so much better. And been laid and tossed and turned. I finally fell asleep like I feel like it was 2 o'clock this morning when I fell asleep. I don't know what my dream life was like. They're always adventures now. They're never like just regular. They're like adventures that feel like almost like sitcoms of TV shows. Maybe there are TV shows. Maybe there are TV shows I'll write one day and produce and publish and be syndicated. Who knows? So I guess you could say I was fasting, even though I didn't plan to fast. I didn't even think I was gonna fast. I was fasting and praying. All I do know is I felt really happy. That's all I know. I feel like I'm being trained for a position that I'm gonna love. And I feel this position is going to feel easy to me because I'm going to love the position. So, that's what I feel. It's interesting because I remember when the thought first came to me and I was just like, nah. I was like, no, that's nice, but nah. And now, months later, it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess so. Mm, okay. I'm just blabbing. Having my first meal since the day before yesterday. I didn't have no meals yesterday. I had little snacks yesterday. This is my first meal. All right, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And I didn't feel exhausted. I'm now very curious about body chemistry, like biology, because with it, I did take my vitamins, so it's like I did have nutrients and water. So I was hydrated with water and nutrients, but no food, just snacks, no meal, just snacks, and I was just okay. I may very well one day become a breatharian, people. Depends on how long my incarnation is. I do want to explore fruitarian, but not here. Not living in a metropolitan area. Fruitarian seems like the type of diet to have when your backyard is a rainforest. The air is ultra pure. The water is ultra pure. There's plants and like so much oxygen everywhere. That seems like the ideal place to be a fruitarian at. Being a fruitarian in a metropolitan area, it doesn't seem ideal. Like you're breathing in car exhaust and smut from factories and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? You need a little bit of extra protein in these areas because your body works a little extra harder, I think, cleansing itself. Just my own personal thoughts, no science back behind this thought. Just my own intuitive thought. This French toast, though. This French toast is toasting. I'm almost done. I had another good day. An awkward bus ride initially. You know, I was like, oh, this is what's happening. But it was over quick. The bus ride is not long. It was over very quickly. I was at school. I got to chop it up with this lovely sister. I love her. See another sister. And we were all color coordinated today, which I thought was amazing. I was like, look at us though. Let's be fun dog. What's going on? It was like God was like, these are your peeps. All of these peeps is your peeps. Pay attention. Like, all right, God, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to the coordinations. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. I'm supposed to be attacking my office space tonight. I can see it from where I'm sitting at. Want to see it? That's where I will be filming my little studio space, my podcast, my episodes. I need some juice. I don't have no juice. No soda. I don't know whether my son is still on the school campus. I'll tell him to bring me some, right? I ain't gonna want stuff. Yeah, put on some pants and walk my butt to the store. Mm-hmm. Hmm. No, that was good. That was a good way to break my fast. Okay? Maple syrup. I don't know all of the health benefits of maple syrup, but it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I made some new friends today. I kind of feel like these were already my friends, but I got intimate with them today and gave them some hydration. Gave them some hydration. They weren't human friends, they were plant friends. Mm-hmm. That was so good. Mm-hmm. And I do have some nice boiled water to flush it down. And it's so peaceful. I'm gonna get to that room. But I probably am gonna take a nap beforehand and make sure. Hmm. I wonder if I can make something to drink. I can. I can make some tea. Or I could sweeten it either with this maple syrup or with some agave syrup. I can make like iced tea. I always have what I need. I mean, I always have what I want. No, I always have what I want too. Fuck that shit. You know what I want, what I need. I just have to sit and think. All right, hold up. Let me tap into my creativity. But with that being said, I'm gonna drink me some water. Do I look tired? I feel like I look a little. I feel like I look unslept. Unslept. Mind you, my eyes watered like gallons today. As soon as I stepped out the door, it was like, waterfalls, waterfalls, waterfalls. I'm still decorating people, so don't mind the. Oh, thank you. I don't know if this is like an older thing. I felt it was a period in my state, in my journey, where burps were like embarrassing, but now they just feel so freaking good. Like, I'd be so happy when they come out. I'll just be like, ooh, that was good. That felt great. Ooh, both ways. Well, however it comes out. If it comes out the top, I'm like, ooh, wonderful. If it comes out the bottom, I'm like, ooh, wonderful. I'm not embarrassed no more about it. Now, there are certain things I'm self conscious about, you know. Uh, it was like a day. Mm-hmm. It was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I foresee every day getting better and better. I got work to do. I'm gonna do my work here. Mm-hmm. 'Cause, the spring equinox is gonna bring it, darling. They say get rid of the old stuff and make room for the new. Now I know I have to go through like files and stuff like that. Gotta go through stuff like that. But I think just organizing my stuff, because I do need more stuff like bookcases, and I had a file cabinet and I gotta get another one. Well, anyway, with all that said, and whatever. hmm Thank you for tuning in for my daily vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog daily. I'm probably not, but I've been vlogging daily for the past couple of days because it's just been a lot of joy, and I feel like joy should be shared, right? And people should see. I enjoy when I see other people happy and doing well and talking about all the goodness and sharing their good times, their good thoughts. So I figure why not share a bit of mine, you know? Maybe somebody else will see and they'll feel good and happy about, you know, and know that, hey, it's possible for them too to have joy, you know? So I'm always celebrating. I'm always being grateful, and life just is unfolding into this wonderful, like, it's like really wonderful. Like, I could see it. Like, it's not even just a feeling anymore. It's a feeling and a visual, and it's exciting as a visual, because it's just like, wow, I'm her. Even though I'm new her, when I say her, like the me that I've always kind of visualized and seen myself to be. Now I did do some work for myself, on myself, but I just didn't know. It was so quick. It was so quick, and it was powerful because I felt it, you know. Um, but I just didn't know like how it was gonna unfold, and the way it's unfolding, it's just like, wow. So my attitude is always pretty much, very much optimistic, and you know, I've been in a similar space like the space I'm in right now. But as I was telling my sister, like, this is different. This is different. Because she was like, I can't go into details. I can only be vague, at this moment in time because it's really nobody's business for me to go into details. But I am happy, and I know that some of my happiness is from just experiencing what I'm experiencing. And some of my experiences are, connected to an individual. And even though they're not direct experience, it's just like everything. Like when I could just catch and see everything, it's just like, oh. Like yesterday was very blissful. Yesterday I will remember for a very long time. And mm, I feel like there's other times and other bits and pieces and moments that don't even seem planned. Like yesterday was planned to the effect that, yeah, I knew I had to perform. Um, and then my professor, she tried to come at me, but I stood my ground. She didn't come at me in a mean way. She didn't come at me in a mean way. Like, she gets it. I feel she respects it, you know. Um, and it was just wow. It was just wow. It was just like my my receptivity to this new yet familiar energy is amazing. Like it we see people that say their nervous system regulates. I don't think my nervous system was unregulated, but to an extent it was, because my there had certain muscles that got really tight around certain nerves, which constricted certain flow, you know. But I feel like relaxation coming over me. I feel there's parts of me that feel like, you know, times when I was a little girl, which there wasn't a lot of times like this, but there were times when I was a little girl where I felt really, really, really safe, really safe. I remember those times. And again, it wasn't a lot of them, and they didn't last long, but to have those feelings again, I'm just like, oh. And there goes the endorphins again, building up and about to circulate through my body. And I'm just going to be sitting here blissfully like, people see me, like, I don't have a poker face. So I'm just going to be looking like this all the time. Just happy, just like, Miss Bay, you look quite delightful. Oh, I'm just so delighted. Just, how can I not look delightful when I'm delighted? So delighted. Oh, how you want me to look? Not me, not angry. I ain't angry. I'm happy. I'm so happy. And I'm just like, how good can it get? Like, how much? What else you got for me, God? What you got? What pleasant surprises you got for me? Because I don't know. Because I am detached. You know, I love the feeling. I appreciate the feeling. I utilize the feeling to think of good thoughts and good vibrations, and to keep myself on a good vibrational field. As Abraham Hicks would say, be in the vortex, right? And I was supposed to end this like 5 minutes ago, and then I started talking more. But anyway, I like being in my vortex. My vortex feels very good. Feels very good in here. Yes, it does. Indeed, it does. And no matter what is it or who, no matter what or who is the inspiration of it, I don't have any attachment to the what or the who. I just love the feeling, and I'm just like, hey, if the what and the who, um, if it seeks to enjoy, like singing, of course, music enjoys me as much as I enjoy music, and I know music is not necessarily a separate entity, but it is kind of. So yeah, if you don't get what I'm saying, then it's probably not the channel for you. But it's okay. For those who get it, you get it, and you're here. You're here to stay, and thank you for your support. And those who don't get it, be well. It's okay. So you'll find another channel that is for you. And you just say, look at this blabbering lady, and you think whatever you want to think, but I'll still be who I really am, and that's it. That's it. But yeah, it's like, yeah, music is a joy. Music is a joy. Music is happy, and it's a tool, and people love it, and I can use it to serve many, 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 many. I can use it to serve globally. Music is something I can use to serve globally. And then I have all these other brilliant ideas and things, and like I always knew that they could be possibilities in many several things. Several things I've ventured off into solo dolo, and I realized, hey, 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 it doesn't work solo dolo. It works. They're brilliant ideas, um, allow them to nurture and flourish and revisit these things, in divine time. But now it's like I kind of see like the possibilities even more clearer because it's like I feel like I'm meeting people who want to who who are aligned with these great visions and these great ideas and e- even if they are not doing those things themselves, they have had the thoughts, they're willing to work with me. I'm willing to work with them. I'm willing to support things that have already been created and to, get it into a flow, because we need to get things into automation. That's what I think my task and my duty, aside from just being supportive and pouring my energy. I don't care. Like I am fully aware that my energy is going into spaces, but I'm okay with my energy going into these spaces, and it feels good for my energy to go into these spaces, and it feels good to be in these spaces. Like even when I'm not in the spaces physically, it feels good for my energy to go into those spaces. Initially I was a little terrified because initially I felt pulled into those spaces, and it was just like, what's pulling me? What the hell? What? Oh no, not another. Because I've, I wouldn't say I've been puppeteered, but I've had others attempt to puppeteer me, like attempt just to siphon my energy, and they didn't even attempt to siphon it. They was definitely siphoning it, But something in my spirit just never allowed complete uh, surrender. It was something in my spirit that never allowed complete surrender to those dominating forces that I experienced in my life. But at this point, I don't even know if domination is the word to use. It's just this force that is just like, wow. And I'm just like, oh. At first, it felt kind of similar to those dominating forces. So I was like, I'm out of here. No, no, no. This is another one. There's another one. But then, as I ran, as I tried to avoid, as I tried to go, I don't know where I was trying to go, but it was just like, I ain't going over there. People were like, go over there. I was like, nah. They was like, why not? I was like, I don't know, but I ain't going over there. I don't feel right. But it was a lie. It was a lie. It was a lie that it didn't feel right. Because I did feel right. It just felt like, oh, it was just a quick right, so quick of a right that I was just like, okay, what's wrong? And of course, if you ask that question, you will find things that's wrong. So that's not the question to ask. You should be asking, why is this right? Why is this right? Why is this the right thing to do? And so if you ask that question, you'll get a different answer. And I was reminded, like, even having this conversation feels like deja vu. Like, I'm looking at my ancestors. You see me looking into, looks like space. I'm not looking into space. I'm looking at my ancestors. I have my altar, and I'm looking at them, and um, like they're just like, like that's how they are. They're like cheering me along. And other ancestors, like they're in certain spaces and places. I mean, I feel like, you know, who's to say who has accessibility to who and what? I'm not to say. But you can tell when people are in communion with their ancestors and with other ancestors. And to see that is just like it's I don't have to explain it. Like I don't have to explain it. They don't have to explain it. It's just I see it and I'm just like ones that I have connected with, which I don't even have pictures of yet, because I have my blood ancestors and other ancestors that I have added. I gotta enlarge my altar. Other ancestors that I have connected with who are not blood relatives, It's only like a handful of them, but there are ones that I connected with that I don't have any pictures yet of them in my home space or in my office space, but every time I see a symbol of them, like there's one in Harlem on what is that, 8th Avenue, right by, I don't even know what that precinct is, but right, like that precinct comes into like there is like a triangle, and it's on the same avenue that Frederick Douglass is. And me and Frederick, there's been a connection. But this woman, and when I watched her movie, like the movie of her life, it was like watching one of my lifetimes. It was really weird. But every time I see her, it's like I feel a very strong connection. So I was reminded that she's like sitting and looking, like, man, I can't go no further. I'm gonna stop here. Really, and just end this because I'm just smitten is an understatement of me right now. Enchanted is an understatement. I am divinely, blissfully, and euphoria. That's the euphoria is the feeling, and I just like, how majestic would it be for the whole world to feel this way? I know that's a very bold, big statement, but I have joked with the idea of renaming cities, and one of the cities I've renamed is New York, and I have renamed it to Euphoria. And if that city was to become a euphoric city, like crimeless, peaceful, clean, everything functioning in a loving, harmonious, healthy way, could you imagine like how it would affect the world? Just that one city. That one city has global influence. It would affect the world in such a drastic way. And I know I'm talking things that people probably be like, what? I'm putting it out there, though. I'm putting it out there. New Year is coming, and I'm putting it out there because I know that there are other souls who are aligning on those thought levels, whether they think it's possible or not, you know, because it is possible. Like, you have to think it first, and it has to happen individually. It has to happen within families. It has to happen within communities. Of course, it has to happen on the micro before it happens on the macro. But when you are experiencing it on the micro, it makes the macro more possible, man. It just makes it more possible. So kudos to Agape International Spiritual Center because they are doing it on the micro all day, every day, as practitioners. And I suppose I am practicing my daggone self by just holding this vibration and choosing to look at the good and for the good and to ask these questions and be choiceful about my diet, and knowing that my diet is not just what I consume into my mouth, but it's what I watch, it's what I listen to, it's what I think. It's any type of thing that comes into me is part of my diet, and I just love it. It's like it's this amazing diet that I have right now, and to laugh at myself when I do silly things. 'Cause I do silly things quite often. Quite often. Like the whole perfume. The whole perfume thing was hilarious to me. If I wasn't on the phone, I probably wouldn't even caught it because I wouldn't have even been standing in the area. But I was just like, I smell the same fucking smell that I smelled over there. And then I smelled my shawl and I was like, oh, it's me. Me that's putting out this wonderful smell. Oh God. Oh God. When did I become so sensitive to extra sensitive? I was already sensitive. Now I'm extra sensitive. What the fuck of the fucks? I'm gone for real. I said I was leaving a lot. I'm going for real this time. I'll be back. For real.